Welcome to the YouTube channel of Nuricumbo and Partners. Today, we will speak about how to choose your right business partner. Building a successful business is not easy. You need to identify an unsatisfied need. You have to develop a way to meet that need with efficiency and creativity. You must do it better than the competition. You need to construct the right combination of systems, processes, and people to operate the business. You have to go out and sell, convince customers, close deals, and build revenue streams. And most importantly, you must fulfill the value proposition to the customer. Execution has to be flawless. Building a successful business is a task far beyond the capabilities of any single person. Although we sometimes have the idea that a business is the work of a visionary individual, the reality is that it always requires enormous teamwork. Perhaps one of the most important decisions that any business person eventually faces is how to choose the right partner or partners with whom to tackle the challenge of creating something new. If you don't have the right partner, it will be very difficult to succeed. Various studies show that 75% of companies close their doors within the first 2 years of being established. This can be due to many causes: competition, the economic environment, an inappropriate business model, but many times it is due to having selected the wrong business partner. The importance of finding the right partner has been evident since the Middle Ages, when economic guilds began to emerge that would later give rise to business partnerships. These guilds were very focused on bringing together artisans and craftsmen from the same town and of the same trade. Its main focus was controlling competition, controlling prices, ensuring product quality, and managing risks for its members. The legal order that established the way in which individuals could form partnerships to do business was strengthened in the 19th century, a time when the Industrial Revolution and the capitalistic philosophy coming from Europe and North America took economic activity to new levels. But as a business person, what are the characteristics that you should look for in a business partner? In our experience as consultants, we have identified the following points. Finding the right partner is as important as marrying the right person. To begin with, there must be absolute conviction on both sides about the strategy and the business plan. The mission and vision must be fully accepted so that both parties can totally direct their efforts in the same direction. Partners who are not 100% aligned transmit that feeling of division and uncertainty to the rest of the organization. And although partners must be fully aligned regarding the mission and vision of the business, it is very important that they also possess complementary capabilities. A partnership between two people who think exactly the same all the time does not create much value. It is almost always better when one partner is focused on the external environment, for example, all the sales, business development, client maintenance, and the other partner is very strong on the inside, taking care of all the finance, talent, operations, production, compliance. Or for example, when one partner is very focused on the creative, visionary, informal aspect of the business, while the other partner maintains the feet on the ground. A strategy that works also very well within the organization is when one partner plays the role of good cop and the other one of bad cop. One partner can afford to put pressure on employees and create a sense of urgency necessary to make things happen, while the other partner represents the friendly side of the business and serves as a pressure relief valve. Of course, when the time comes to make important decisions, both partners should be aligned. Obviously, the relationship in any society must be based on very strong feelings of trust, sincerity, affinity, and even admiration. If that does not exist at the beginning of the relationship, it will be very difficult to develop later, especially under the heat of the inevitable pressure of business issues. Be careful with two competing partners who need the same amount of attention all the time. The fight of egos is useless and will distract the organization. It is inevitable that one partner will have to accept a less visible role than the other. There is no company that can exist with two superstars that need full attention all of the time. Things work best when one partner plays the superstar role and the other one operates effectively behind the curtains. This approach will avoid conflicts for the organization. Partners must know also how and when to question each other effectively. As we mentioned before, two partners who always think the same do not generate much value, but neither two partners who always disagree on everything. To be effective, the questioning must be respectful, sincere, objective, clear, and without any hidden agendas. Partners must be open to honest feedback, must be willing to accept mistakes when there are mistakes, and there will be, and must be quick to absorb lessons learned and move on. Your partner should be someone you can have fun with while building the company. It is not a good sign if you hardly ever laugh at his or her jokes, or if you both hardly ever do anything together after work. It is very important to be clear that the relationship with your partner should be based on a principle of equality and justice. The best partnerships are those that are at 50%, so that if there are profits, each partner earns the same, and if there are losses, each partner also loses the same. Both partners must contribute in an equitable way to the business. It is not correct, for example, if one partner is always on vacation while the other is always working full-time until 3 in the morning. Both partners must withdraw also in the same proportion from the business. It is not fair if one partner has even his gardener on the payroll while the other cannot even get reimbursed for a business meal. The internal fairness of the company begins with the partners being fair to one another. Finally, there must be adequate transparency about the administration and financial results of the company. There should be a monthly review of financial statements. There must be full openness regarding projects and clients. There should be audited financial statements whenever possible. And very importantly, there must be a finance function, call it the CFO, the controller, or the accountant, that is fair and transparent to both partners and that gives the same quality of information and the same treatment to both. Choosing your partner is one of the most important decisions you will ever make as a business person. It is important to consider these and other factors to reduce the possibility of making a big mistake. Well, thank you very much for being with us today. We invite you to visit our website and to subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time.